Hello everybody, welcome to this week's version of Full Force. We're going to be making some fiery pasta because everybody voted for some spicy blue-red spells. And I'm going to start off by putting in our pasta. Okay, what I mean is we'll just start by filling the pot with some water. Okay, I am going to need you to stop playing Unsummon on me. Okay, well, I guess we're doing this now. Welcome to Full Force. This week we are going to be doing red-blue spells. This is a very interesting archetype. I've really been wanting to do it. And we've got some good cards here to start us off with. We've got a Struggle. We have an Open Fire. And I don't really want to take a Morlock or Countervailing Winds. Luckily, we're not having to take that rare, thankfully. Oof. Apocalypse Demon's not the best card. Tenacious Hunter is pretty solid. I'm thinking that it's the Struggle over the Open Fire. Open Fire is cool. It's nice that it can hit players, but, I mean, Struggle just kills basically everything, so I'm just going to slam that. We don't care that it has the Survive part attached to it. We probably just don't even need to worry about that. Survive is fine occasionally, but very rarely comes up. You definitely don't need to be green to be playing that side. And now what are we looking for? Ooh, Kenra Scrapper is good. We're really looking to try and find some Spellweaver Eternals. We want a bunch of Unsummons if we can. And just try and, you know, jam a bunch of spells, get in a ton of early damage, and finish off with maybe some Open Fires or something if we can. A bunch of Flyers would be good. Aerial Guide would be a really nice card for this deck. Defiant Kenra is okay. It's just it's a creature that you kind of have to have as filler sometimes. I'm not ever excited to play it, but I would certainly play Defiant Kenra sometimes. Puncturing Blow, however, is great. I mean, it kills almost everything. It's very similar to Struggle. I mean, the reason why Struggle is better is it's cheaper and instant speed, so no question that you'd want to struggle over Puncturing Blow every time, but Puncturing Blow is not bad by any means. The Zero the Anointed is pretty solid, but I haven't been as impressed with it as I thought I would be, and we're not really trying to go for Embalm. I might just want this Firebrand Archer because we want to be as aggressive as possible, and I think that this is the best way to do it. I haven't gotten a lot of the really good creatures yet. We'll see. Thorned Moloch, it does look good. I mean, Prowess for Strike is attacking kind of fits into the theme of what we're doing. I haven't been super impressed with it, though. I could take Tragic Lesson. Swarm Intelligence is not a thing that you want to do. I mean, you're playing a lot of instants and sorceries, but copying them is not that powerful and limited. None of them are going to be super insane, and plus, I mean, it's a 7 mana cost enchantment, so if you have spells left at that point, you probably already won the game. Planning Moloch. I'll take the Moloch. I'm not excited about planning or anything else there. Hey, look! It's the Fray Insanity. Let's just take Frontline Devastator. We've learned that taking this card is about as good as it probably looks. Devastator is fine, though. Not amazing, but acceptable. I'm never super happy playing the Devastator. I've never been really impressed with it, but I've never been really let down by it either. It's a good finisher. The Afflict is really important, which is why we want those Spellweavers. Okay, so we've got no blue cards yet. Not the best sign. Normally blue's been really open for me too, so I'm gonna guess that more and more people have been jumping onto the red-blue deck because it's just so much fun. And it's a pretty solid deck. Every time that I've come across it, it's been really good. So it might be a little bit tough to pick up, like, the aerial guides and Spellweavers that we need. Spellweaver in particular, everybody's caught on. The card's kind of amazing. Oh, and there we go. But there is also a Sinuous Striker. Ooh, Spellweaver versus Sinuous. I need more 2-drops right now, and it's been pretty easy to get 3s. This card's great. Hasn't been as impressive as I wanted it to be. I think I'll just take the Spellweaver. I know it sounds crazy, but Spellweaver's just been so good, and I want to be super aggressive, so I'm going to jam it here. Plus, we are mainly red right now. It might be tough to play enough islands to use all of the Sinuous Striker ability the way that we want to. I mean, we'll see. We'd like to pick up a lot more blue cards, but with the way things have started, we might be leaning a little bit heavier red than normal. Countervailing Winds is pretty solid in this deck. If you've got a lot of spells, then you should have a fairly big graveyard. Desert of Mindful is always solid. Picking up deserts while you can is not a bad idea. You get things like Gilded Ceradons and Sand Stranglers to kill creatures. It's a tough choice between the two. I think I actually like the desert here. Nice. Get a Countervailing Winds. Anyways, could take the Thorned Moloch. I just really haven't been impressed with it, so I'm honestly taking the Countervailing Winds over it. Moloch's just been super medium. Defiant Kenra. I'd want as many 2-drops as I can just to be aggressive, I think. And sure, we'll take Cunning Survivor just to cut the color. We want to pass good white and green cards because we want other people to pick up those colors. We really don't want to end up where we're passing a Cunning Survivor and taking like good green and white cards just as hate. And somebody actually goes like, oh, well, maybe I should actually be blue. Very unlikely, but we just close that door just in case. There's Gilded Ceradon or a good sideboard card in Jace at the Feet. Jace at the Feet is a really solid sideboard option. Still think I Gilded Ceradon though. Desert Ceradon. That's from the first pack, which oddly doesn't count deserts. I just realized that. I don't know why that's like twigs with me. Wow, that's a late Resolute Survivors. I guess nobody's red-white. This is the point in a normal draft where I would just dump the blue and immediately go red-white. But, hey, we're not in a normal draft. Amit Eternal. Sick card. Very, very good card. Desert, Blur. Greedstalker's been super medium. Not the worst, but I'm not super excited about it. I think that it's just the Blur of Blades. I want more spells. It's basically a combat trick. Not the best one, but it can do some work. So I'll just take it. It does give a little bit of late game reach too, because dealing 2 damage to somebody's face is not amazing, but can certainly end a game every once in a while. Let's get some more Spellweavers and some Aerial Guides. That's what I'm looking for. I wouldn't mind a Bloodwater Entity either. Bloodwater Entity would be great. Card you're always looking for. If I can hope for, say, a rare, I would love a Kefnit's Last Word. The odds of that happening seem pretty low. Although, hello, Godpharaoh's Gift. There's Eternal of Harsh Truths. There's Godpharaoh's Gift. We're trying to be more of an aggressive deck, but man, Godpharaoh's just ends games. I'm gonna take the gift. It's just too big of a bomb. Eternal of Harsh Truth does seem decent, but man, I mean, Godpharaoh's Gift just seems insane. Decent versus insane, I will take insane. Supreme Will is a good flexible card. People tend not to play around counterspells in Limited because there's not a lot of them and they're generally not that great. So Supreme Will tends to get things. And if it's not, I mean, honestly, Impulse is a really good card. Looking at the top 4 cards and picking one is pretty powerful. Imminent Doom, which I would need a fair bit of ones to actually start casting off of. Let's take the Gilded Ceradon. We should wheel that, and then I can decide then. Could take Defiant Kenra, but we're looking a little slower now. This is a strange build for the deck. I really would want the deck. I think most of the time it's more Spellweavers and Aerial Guides and Unsummons. Maybe some Magmaroths. Magmaroths seem most okay. Razaketh. Wow. That is big. But also very expensive. Well, 7 mana. I am playing a 7 mana spell myself. Like, I'm not going to take this. That's not happening, but it's an interesting proposition for somebody in black. Somebody's going to need to make a decision. Kindled Fury is great for us. But sorry, I was talking about. I would rather see the deck more filled with like aerial guides, spellweavers, unsummons, kindled furies, stuff like that. But we're apparently opting for a little bit of a slower route. We'll see how that works. I'm gonna take another kindled fury here. Yeah, black is looking pretty good. Cursed Horde is pretty nice. I don't need a third Gilded Ceradon. I mean, there's only so many 5-drops I can play, and I would like another Kindled Fury. We've got a few prowess cards. Yikes. Sunscourge Champion and Rampaging Hippo. Red White would have been decent. I'm going to take the Kindled Fury, though. Probably sideboard it immediately. Thorned Mullock or an even Reed Stalker. I've got a fair number of 4s. I have 1, 2, 3 drops. Alright, we'll take the Thorned Mullock. Oh, actually, ooh. I just realized we have 2 Gilded Ceradons and only a desert. We only have 1 desert. Maybe we want the Dunes of the Dead. I mean, we're never going to get into the graveyard, though. It's just a colorless land. I'll take the Thorn Mullock. We should be able to pick up something in the next pack. Like, honestly, Sunscorched Desert is better than the Deserts of the Dead there for us, or Dunes of the Dead. We're not going to get anything out of it. So something like a Sunscorched Desert would be a fair bit better. And they don't tend to go super late because people are trying to get deserts, but we did just see a Hash Up Oasis in that pack. I don't know that people are going super deep. Hey, there's Survivor's Encampment. There's also a Striped Riverwinder, which does work with Godfarer's Gift. Quite well with Godfarer's Gift, really. Encampment or Striped? I'm going to take the Striped Riverwinder. And then I'll pass. I'll just let everybody have those cards. I'd rather, again, send the signal that these colors are open and just hopefully get the red cards that we need. Graven Abomination, sure. If we can get a couple Magma Sprays, I might actually think about this Imminent Doom. Pretty unlikely, but small possibility I should leave open. Cryptic Serpent. How many spells do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 things? Also a Shimmer Scale Drake, Emberhorn Minotaur. Harsh Mentor is okay. I mean, it's probably the same as the Fine Kenra in most of these decks. Some really good green cards. Really, really good green cards. I'm going to take the Cryptic Serpent, though. It is payoff for what we're trying to do. Wow. Final reward, Cartouche, Cursed Minotaur. Not exactly what I wanted to see here. I guess we'll take the Scribe of the Mindful. Wish this was the gate to the afterlife so we could actually get the Godfarer's Gift, but... Ooh, that's not right. We want the Painted Bluffs. Want to be able to use the Gilded Ceradons. Might splash. We've got Nefcrop and Tangler, though. Nefcrop's still really good. Shimmer Scale Drake's fine. But, I mean, I have a bunch of 5s. I think I'd rather just shore up the early game. We don't have nearly as many bounce spells as I would like. Another Cryptic Serpent. Another Painted Bluffs. Another Shimmer Scale. Got a lot of options. Fling is okay, I guess. Take out the Imminent Doom. We're not playing that in this deck right now. Don't nearly have the 1-drops, and I don't think we're going to get Magma Sprays this late. Another Cryptic. Have to cut this for sure. Shimmer Scale feels like the safer pick. Cryptic seems like the better pick if we actually get the right cards. Better spec pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to take the Cryptic. Ooh, Labyrinth Guardian is awesome. I've always been very happy with that. Might want Decision Paralysis if it wheels. Good spell to play would be nice. Compelling Argument is not a good spell to play, but there's really nothing else, so whatever. Taw Crop and Nef Crop. Darn. I wouldn't mind both of those, but I'll definitely take Nef Crop over the Taw Crop. Essence Scatter? Essence Scatter is a thing. Brute Strength seems even better, though. Okay, so what am I cutting here? Maybe one of the Ceradons? If we're trying to be this aggressive, I might want to take the Godpharaoh's Gift out, even though we did take it pretty early. It's such a bomb. The thing is, if you resolve it, it's so hard to beat, but... Our deck just seems so streamlined for the early game. I don't know that I want to go too crazy on anything else. Shimmer Scale Drake made it all the way around, huh? Also the Desert Ceradon and just a cancel. Really tempted to just cancel. More spells would be really good. Help us get the Cryptic Serpents online. Could maybe cut a Gilded Ceradon. I don't want another 5 is the problem. We're trying to be kind of aggressive here. I know that seems a little insane, but... yeah, look at that. We get the choice anyways. So now we have a little bit of each. Ooh. Honed Kopesh? Maybe. Got a lot of early creatures. A lot of early creatures. We could take the Defiant Kenra out. Cut a Ceradon. Maybe play one Honed Kopesh. Like that Honored Crop Captain also came that late. Our red-white deck might have been pretty good. So we can cycle the Shimmer Scale, which is why I think we want to play it over the Gilded Ceradon. And then the Cryptic should be cheaper. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spells. So we've got 9 sorceries and instants for it. Alright. I'm thinking that this is the build that we want to do. We just want to try and streamline it to be a little bit more aggressive early. I don't know, we're really missing the aerial guides and like unsummon, more Spellweaver Eternals, things like that. So I'm not super convinced that this is the right way to do it. I could instead opt for a much slower blue-red deck, not go blue-red tempo. I could take out... maybe like a Thorned Moloch. Wouldn't want to cut too many creatures. I want to at least look at what this is. Take out the Blur Blades, probably take out a Kindled Fury. I'm going to play another Gilded Ceradon. Might even just want Defiant Kenra just as an early blocker. No, I definitely feel like the aggro deck is a little bit better version of this. Yeah, and we're going to just play 16 land. It's a little crazy, but we really only have 1/5 because we can cycle this if we have to. And hopefully these are cheaper. That's going to be the goal, is to make those as cheap as possible. Not sure that it'll happen in the way that I want it to, but we're going to go for it. Shoot for the stars. We're 1 short. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 8. Kind of 9 because of the Painted Bluffs. Same kind of thing for the blue, though. I'm going to add an island, actually. Problem is that with the blue, we have a lot of double blue. We've got the cancel, we've got the 2 cryptics, and we also have 2 blue 2-drops that are probably our best ones. Well, I guess maybe not. Nefcrop's really solid, but these are comparable at the very least, if not just better. I think they're probably better, but it's closer than I was thinking. Alright. Well, we've got some really good 2-drops. We've got a bunch of spells. Let's get to it. Round 1.